sign 200 pages of documents, and they had a checklist a mile long of everything that we had to give them in order to close the deal. It was ridiculous. If it's the lender, right? If it's the lender, like let's just say it's the bank lender. Right? You're gonna have to do, remember, you're gonna have to do your phase 1 survey. What else? Appraisal. Plus a whole bunch of other BS. Honestly, lenders, working with lenders, it's like not fun at all. I don't know how anybody can even do that job. It's like so much back and forth and taking care of stuff and looking at everything. Woo! Man, I commend all those lenders, all those loan officers out there. That's a lot of work. All right, but you have to do everything that they're asking for, and they ask for like a ridiculous amount of stuff. And it depends on actually what type of loan you're getting. Is it conventional? Right? Is it an SBA loan? Right? Is it a projected based loan? Depending on what type of loan, it'll give you the different types of like paperwork and everything you fill out. We did an SBA projected based loan. I had to sign 200 pages of documents, and they had a checklist a mile long of everything that we had to give them in order to close the deal. It was ridiculous. In fact, I'll never do that again. But if you do anything with SBA or you do a projected base loan, you just have to know that you're like, you got a lot of stuff to be doing. You got to be on top of it. You have to be on top of it, right? They want to know budgets. They want to know, like, they want to have like a proposal opportunity. I don't know what it's called. Management. They definitely want a management proposal. They want to know your value add schedule. Value add schedule. I mean, it's just like the list goes on and on and on. Insurance. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Okay, so while you're doing all this, in the meantime, during your closing process, you have to have insurance. This is hazard insurance. Hazard insurance, and you have to name the name lender beneficiary. And you have to pay up front. Typically, you can just pay 1 month. But the thing with insurance companies that really irks me is that, like, if you don't pay in full, they finance it. And the financing is like 20% plus. All right. So be prepared to pay in full. Otherwise, you're going to get 20% put on top of that thing. All right. So just know you have to come out of pocket for that. Okay. And then also during the closing process, right, we're going down all the while that you're closing on this deal and trying to communicate with all these different players on everything that you're doing, right? You're staying on top of all of this. At the same time, you're still trying to onboard your facility, all right? And the onboarding process is getting your software set up. So make sure that you're talking to your software companies and you're getting demos, right? Because the onboarding process for the software companies could take a month or 6 weeks, at least 1 month to onboard your facility. So all the while that you're communicating with everybody, you're getting your insurance, you're in the process of onboarding your software so that when you close, you'll be able to take payments. Because remember, your goal for stage 2 is not to close the property. Your goal is to take payments once you close the property, right? Stage 2, take payments. You don't want to close on the property and then be like, oh crap, now I got to go get my software set up. It's another month down the road, right? And then you're sitting here trying to figure out payments and you're having it on a spreadsheet, and who knows, it could be like horrible, right? So you want to get your software set up all the while that you're working with the closing attorney and title company to close your deal. All right, and every state is different. Closing attorney or title company, or sometimes both. Like in New York, like we're having to have both. Let's see what else. Let's see. And then also, while you're onboarding your facility, you have to decide, are you going to have a call center answering your phones? Or are you going to have a boots on the ground person? And if you are, then you need to start interviewing and looking for these people. Right? You got to start looking for these people, so that if you don't want to be the person that's truly managing your facility, you're going to need these two people. So during your onboarding stage, you're looking for them so that they can help you, especially when you close on that facility. The first couple of weeks that you close on the facility, if you don't have these two people, you're literally running around like a crazy person trying to chase tenants to get them to sign the contract. This is another thing too. This contract that I'm talking about is the tenant contract. The tenant contract is the contract that you have to get the tenants to sign, and you have to get their credit card information. So overall, like I said, stage 2's goals is to take payments. But the only way that you can take payments when you close and move on to stage 3, which is transferring your ownership over, is if you follow this step-by-step process that I just wrote down. Hey everybody, this is Stacy here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am here to teach you how to get your foot into this industry. You're watching this video because you want to learn how to get started in self-storage investing, or maybe you own facilities and you want to be a better manager, a better owner. That is what I do, is I teach people how to do that. So please like this video and also subscribe, hit the subscribe button, because that's what YouTube wants. So in order for me to get out the word on how to get started in this industry, I really need your help. Again, I appreciate you listening to me, and I'm here to help you on this journey, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.